And this video is dedicated to our Provisions line, divided in between the Provisions pieces and the OvenBond pieces. I'm specifically going to cover OvenBond right now. OvenBond was launched in October of 2022. And the reason I'm making such a specific reference to that is because it was only out for the 3 months, October, November, December. And in those 3 months, when we tabulated our successes, our top SKUs for that season, for that whole year, which you're seeing in front of me, the 5-piece set and the 3-piece set, both made it into the top 10 of all sales. And they were only out for 3 months. I stress this only because it has continued to be a #1 seller for us. People might even walk into a store. We can have Hestan Cookware there, and we'll have Hestan OvenBond there, and they'll gravitate right to the OvenBond, pick it up, hold it, and be kind of like amazed because they haven't seen anything of this quality. The weight, the feel, and the design of the pans are outstanding. So that's why I want to make sure you understand the specifics of what goes into OvenBond. Okay, within the OvenBond line, I want to talk specifically about our sheet pans. They come in 3 sizes. There's the half sheet pan, which you're seeing here, standard size sheet pan. There's also a 1/4 sheet pan. Again, these are standard sizes by bakery measures. And then we also have a medium sheet pan, which fits in between the two. The sheet pans themselves are 3-ply, have an aluminum core to them, and heat beautifully. They're about 2 millimeters thick, so they're very heavy duty and will not warp as a result of that. They also have a slightly larger and curved handle for easier use. Why do you need to sweat and worry about it? I mean, you will be using hot pads or whatever, or a kitchen towel, but let's make it even easier and a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to grab the pan. The rack itself is actually pure stainless steel. What does that mean? It actually can be used for roasting purposes. I know a lot of people will have a cooling rack that they got with their pans, usually an aluminum pan, and it's usually a lesser grade metal. You'll sometimes put it in the oven to do a roast on it, and sure, what happens? Ping! It warps. I mean, it just pops right off the bat. You don't have to worry about that with this. It has the same temperature rating of 600 degrees as the sheet pan does, so it's not an issue at all. It's also very easy to clean as a result of that. Each rack is also custom fit to sit exactly inside the pans. One other note I would have you make note of in terms of a sizing issue is the half sheet pan. Because of our slightly elongated handle, please do take close measurements with your ovens. Some of the smaller 27-inch wall ovens just misses in terms of being able to use this, in which case you would want to go down to the medium size, or if you want, all the way down to the 1/4 sheet pan size here. The other nice thing I would say about this size is if you happen to have one of the larger, either Breville or Wolf, some of the bigger countertop ovens, this fits beautifully, and it actually gives you a wonderful roasting rack too that will work inside your countertop oven. Trust me, I have a Wolf. I love replacing that one and using this instead. I get much better results. One of the funny things that happened when the OvenBond was first launched, I was actually doing a show in Los Angeles for chefs. And we had the 1/4 sheet pan amongst all of our cookware sitting out in front of the display. And the chef walks up to me and he goes, "Hey, I didn't know Hestan made serving trays." And I said, "We don't." And he said, "Well, what's this?" And he lifted up the 1/4 sheet pan and he's showing it to me. And I go, "That's a sheet pan. It's a 1/4 sheet pan. You make your brownies on that. What are you talking to me?" He says, "No, this is going on my bar. This is a gorgeous pan." So yes, we do have many people who buy it. They'll do a charcuterie on there or all kinds of neat things that they want to do with our pans, but they're that gorgeous. But they are gorgeous, but you do need to kind of pay attention to one detail. It still is it's a utility. You're going to cook with it. So it can discolor somewhat. This is stainless steel. So if you want to protect it to its maximum, you can use parchment paper, foil, or a silicone reusable mat. Pan works beautifully with all 3. Basically, I just wanted to point out to you also, apart from the sheet pans in the OvenBond line, we also have bakers, and they come in different sizes. So we have an 8-inch square, 9x13 rectangular baker. This is our new small rectangular baker. It's 10x7, and it's very convenient for using in your small countertop ovens. To give you a relative size of it, here's our new small rectangular baker, and you can see how it fits inside the 9x13 standard size baker, just as a reference point. We also have the standard 1.5 pound loaf pan, and brand new is going to be a 9-inch round baker, obviously for cakes or for anything else that you might want to do in the round vessel.